Hello everyone, Olivia here. Today in tutorials we're going to tackle part 3 of our margin note tutorial. I hope that these tutorials have been helpful to you. Please like if you want more of this type of videos. So without further ado, let's get started. This video is for you if you already own the application or if you're looking for a way to organize your thoughts while working on your PDF. So here we are in margin note. Here you can see a full mind map. So what we're going to do now is go to a hybrid view. That way we can see the text also, and I can show you how to actually construct a map. So the first thing you need to start doing is actually highlighting something. So you can, so let's highlight this. It's just an example. So I'm just going to highlight it. So please, if you don't know how to highlight a text, refer to the previous videos. So let's use this. So I'm going to highlight a full block of text, a little image or whatever. And you can see that now the highlighter we've done is appearing on the map. Okay, so to edit this particular card here, just click here and you will have access to the contextual menu. So let's just click through and see what we have. So here you have access to the card where you can add a title. Okay, you've seen this before in previous videos. You can take notes and highlight within the actual card. And if you remember, you can actually add notes, voice notes, tags, take a screenshot, whatever you need to do. Okay, so this card will appear on the mind map. So now if you want to attach this card to another, you can just go ahead and drag this card to the parent that you want to attach it to, just like this. And that's it. Now you have a parent to this particular card. So now let's say that you want a different view. This is a vertical map layout. Let's say that you want the traditional layout. Just click here and you'll have access to your card now in this particular layout. So I repeat, you just click on this icon here and then choose vertical map layout if you want it that way. Okay, in a different layout. All right, so now let's say that I have a structure in mind for my thoughts. So like introduction, part 1, part 2, whatever. What you can do, which is what I do, by the way, I do not refer to the manual for this particular tutorial because I wanted to make it a bit more organic and to show you how I actually use it. What I tend to do is just write something like a title, a floating title. So you just double click on the canvas and then you write introduction, for example, and then part 1, etc. Part 2, so do like this, part 2. Okay, so now I have a basic structure for my mind map. Now let's say that I want to add this particular note. So let's just do it like this. So I want to add this note right here to my introduction. So I'm just going to grab this and then drag it towards introduction and it will become a child. Okay, now if you remember, I changed the layout, so I'm going to remove the vertical layout so we have a more traditional layout. So this is where my introduction is, or part 1 or part 2, whatever. Okay, there you go. So now I can organize my thoughts with this particular layout. Okay, so let's say that I want to add another one. So I'm thinking this one to part 1, change the color. You remember in previous video how to do that, but let's say that you want to do that on the mind map. It's very simple. You just click on your card, contextual menu, click on the little icon here, and you can change the color of your map and the highlight style of your card and the highlight style too. So like this or like that, you can see on the screen it's changing. So this is my part 1. Okay, and you can also change the size, okay, just that way if you prefer it this way. So now let's say that I'm gonna let me just take another example and then I can demonstrate what I want to demonstrate. So I'm gonna do this. There you go. Again, I'm gonna change the color here for you to see to a green and put in part 2. Now let's say that for me, part 1 and part 2 in some ways are related. So now what you're gonna do is create a relationship between part 1 and part 2. So what you do is click on part 1, click on the link here, this icon here, and then drag this particular tool here to the card that you want to link part 1 to. Okay, so I want to link it here, and there you have the link here. So now part 1 is related to part 2 and vice versa. Now let's say that I don't want it to happen that way. I want part 1 to be related to part 2, but not the other way around. So I click on part 2, I click on my card here, and I remove the relationship between part 1 and part 2. Okay, so now only you have the relationship in only one way. You can do the same obviously for part 1 if you wish to do it that way. Okay, so this is to show you the relationship between you can see it here, it's also illustrated here. So now let's say that I want to make this particular card here, the one I'm highlighting, I want to make it floating note. So what I do is I just move it towards the top of the screen, and I can just drag it towards float. The connection is being removed, okay? And you can also do the same thing and delete the card. Of course, just drag it here and it will delete the card. So now let's have a closer view of the contextual menu. So I'm just going to click here to show you all the options that you have. Some of them you already know, they're the same option as the one that are illustrated in the previous videos, but I can show you again just quickly. So to see the card in its entirety, you just click here and you can see the card, add your title and add your extra notes and voice note, etc. You can also click on voice note here just to record your voice note directly. You can change the color of your card and the highlight style. You can add a tag or hashtag here and just click on the one that you want to add to your card. You can also link, as I showed you before, just click here and then link to the card that you want to refer to. There you go. There you go. Okay, so now you have connections a bit everywhere. The scissor icon here is to actually add this card to another parent. So just click on the scissor icon and then move this particular icon to, let's say here. And now you have that card, which is now attached to this particular card. Okay, but you can do that manually just by clicking and dragging. So I'm going to put it back where it was. So this is a research tool that was available on the normal view also. So, you just click here and you have access to Wikipedia, Google, Bing, etc., etc. So, and you can also obviously delete that card or add the title to the card straight from your mind map here. Okay, so you can do that straight away. And now you have a title added to your card. So now let's say that you're looking for a particular card. Let's say you have a big map, like a very big map like this one. It's not very big, but let's say you're looking for something in particular, a card, and you need to access this card very quickly. Just type in the search note cards and you'll be able to find what you're looking for. So let's say I'm looking for SQ3R. Okay, so you can see now that all the notes with the term SQ3R in it are appearing just in front of me now, and it's very easy for me to find. If you zoom out, you can see that they are highlighted, and the one that you don't need are muted. So very easy for you to find what you're looking for. In order to find what you're looking for through a tag, let's say, just click here on the little book. And let's say you're looking for the tag mindmap, and it will just show you immediately all the notes that are tagged mindmap. So for you, it allows you to find what you're looking for very, very easily through tags, or just the search field. So now let's say that we want to do multiple edits. So just select what you need to edit. So we're going to select 2 cards. So now at the bottom of your screen, you can see a new menu appearing. This is a menu for multiple edits. So you have, first of all, you can change the color of the cards. So let's click here, and both cards are going to become the same color and the same highlight style if you wish to change it. You can also add a hashtag or a tag. Just click here and add a tag. So let's just add this one. You can merge the 2 cards together just by clicking this sign here. So let's do this. And now you have merged both cards together. When you're done merging or doing anything you need to do, click done. And now you will have access again to the contextual menu. Just here. So let's continue. So now let's say that I want to access this menu again. So I'm just going to click 2 cards. And now what you can do is group them together. You can group those 2 cards together. So just click here. And now what you have is a new group with the new title card here. When you can write whatever title you want. Okay. So this is great if you wish to create a parent within your map and that you don't want to redo it. So you just create a group, you just group them, and then you can just reattach it to your workflow like this. So let's continue so I can show you the rest of the menu. You can also obviously the same thing as you've seen before. You can also link them to another card. So I'm gonna use this tool and link them to this card, for example. So now both cards are linked to this particular card. So let's do this again. So we're done. Sorry. So let's do this again. Let's select 2 cards. I can also duplicate the cards. So just click here. So you can duplicate within another board, another note. Okay. I'm not going to do this now, but you can do that. You can clone those 2 notes to any other board that you're working on. Okay. Because this is like a test board for me. I don't want to mess up my other boards that I have going on. So click done when you're done. And I think that that's it. And obviously you can delete those cards if you want to. You're not going to do that, but you can do that if you wish to do so. So now let's see how we can arrange our notes. So let's create a bunch of notes randomly. Okay. So now let's say that you took a bunch of notes and you captured and highlighted a bunch of text snippets or whatever. You want to organize them as a group together. Okay. So what you want to do is select all of it. So what you do is dragging on an empty space on the canvas, and you can just then select all 5 notes and then click on arrange up here. And what it's going to do for you is group them all together as a bundle like this. So not like one card, but more like a bundle. And then you can move them all together while they select. If you select them all together like this, you can select one note and then it will move the entire group together. Just like this, okay? Don't click here on the bubble. You see, just click on the notes. So I'll do it again for you like this. You click on the actual notes like this, and this will move, the entire group together once it's arranged. Okay. So this can give you an idea on how you can structure visually your map. So now I'm going to give you a little advice, just how I use this feature. I always structure my notes, and I advise you to do the same. No matter what you're learning, no matter what you try to understand, make sure you have a structure going on. So I do recommend you to first have a structure and write your title first, and then as you take your notes, just add to that structure. So at the end of the process, you don't have to do that again. Of course, it's helpful to be able to arrange random notes together and group them together and merge them, etc. But it's great when you have a structure to follow. So think about it as a normal mind map. It's the same thing. Just go ahead and create your mind map and then add your notes as you go. You can add extra notes that are not in the PDF. You can do that within a card or externally, because your mind map is completely independent to your notes. This was just my insight on how I use marginnote. So as you can see, guys, this video wasn't as long because I've already covered quite a lot of features that you can find in previous video. So this is the end of the video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Click the subscribe button if you want more video of this type, because I need to know what you guys like to watch. So I hope that this video was helpful. In the next video, I will cover the flashcards features as well as the tag, on how to tag and how to organize your tag. And in the meantime, I wish you a very good day, be productive, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, and thank you so much for watching.